Very, very heartbreaking. Anywho, sorry about that. I'll always stop dead in my tracks for my kids. Always. I'll never not stop to talk to my kiddos. So, just letting you know. So, all right. I forgot what we were talking about before that. Oh, about people called me a bully. And people called me, said that, I tried to ruin businesses and things like that and whatever. And that I was relentless with pushing people off the internet and all that stuff. And that I was the bully and that I was the problem. So let's talk about it. Let's get it out in the open. Let's talk about it, because I want to say what's different between me and them, or what's different between bullying and what's different between bullying and awareness. There is a difference. There is a difference. Okay. So, a lot of people called me a bully. A lot of people said I was a bully. A lot of people said, oh my God, have you seen the things she's done? So let's talk about it. Let's have like an honest heart-to-heart about it. Okay? Like for real. Okay? I'm going to start with mistakes I've made. Yeah? Let's talk about mistakes I've made. Now, let's talk about the difference between some things real quick. Nobody is forcing me to do this. Nobody asked me to do this. Nobody's telling me to do this. As a matter of fact, I'm sure if I called Lee right now, she'd be like, nope. But I'm doing this for my own. Just my own little peace of mind. Actually, I'm going to move y'all. I'm going to put y'all back in y'all little things so y'all can see what I'm doing, okay? Stupid Bixby. All right, let me see if I can put y'all back on the clay. It's right there. Okay. Y'all good? Y'all better right there? All right. So, admitting something or taking responsibility for something without anybody asking you to or forcing you to, okay, that's accountability. All right. We know your truth. We know what she did. Not fools. So, what you mean? I don't understand that. Right. That's real accountability. Accountability is when you say, hey, I'm going to take responsibility and accountability for the things I did wrong. No one having a gun to your head, no one having pressure or your feet to the fire, no one asking you 3, 4, 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the road. That's not accountability. This is accountability. So let me take some accountability for myself. A lot of people call me a bully, or have called me a bully, because number one, I'm aggressive. I'm not aggressive, I'm loud. And loudness, okay, sometimes is mistaken for aggression. I'm very loud. Let me see if I can fix y'all a bit y'all like backwards. There. Is that better? I'm loud. And sometimes that could be mistaken for aggression. I am very loud. And I am very abrasive. Meaning, you either like me or you don't. I don't give a fuck. Okay? That's how I am. I'm not here to please you. Well, that depends. Right, Paul Heath, same. I love you to pieces. I love your family to pieces. I'm not here to make you comfortable. I mean, sometimes, I'm not mean, but, I'm not here to, baby anybody, except for my babies. But, regardless. But if you do something wrong, or if you do something wrong to me, you're going to know about it. Loudly. You also going to know about it, and the whole fucking free world is going to know about it. Because when you hurt me, everybody's going to know. Because I don't want to hurt alone. I also don't want you to hurt anybody else like you hurt me. So I tell people. I also tell people because for the longest time, this was the only interaction that I had. I didn't have real life friends. I didn't. I didn't have friends in my area. During COVID, you couldn't hang out with friends in your area. So this was who I talked to. So y'all just got the abrasive, rough part of me. You did. You were my friends. You were who I vented to. You were who I talked to. You got it all. You did. You got the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between, the sideways, and the all around. I think it was Crinkle. I wish I knew that girl's real name, but I don't. And I hope I'm not disrespecting her by calling her Crinkle, but I think it was Crinkle who said, you're not such a bad person. But every time I came in, all I would see was the angry side of you. She said, but I guess I would see the angry side of you because of what they were doing to you. She said, but the only part I knew of you was anger. Because every time I'd come in, you were so fucking angry. Every time I come in, you'd be yelling and screaming about something. You'd be hollering about somebody. You'd be mad about something. And I thought, man, that makes so much sense why people thought I was this angry fucking tyrant. Because every time they'd come in, I'd just be hooting and hollering. Right? That makes sense. If every time you came into my life, I'd just be yelling and fucking screaming, I think the same thing too. Unless you knew me from the closet days. There's a lot of you that do know me from the closet days. But you haven't seen me from the closet days in a long time. Because I keep getting hurt. Because I keep getting attacked. And if I know a lot of you say, just ignore it. Okay. Let me come into your hometown. Let me come into your place that you feel comfortable, okay, with all of your friends and family, and say something and not let you defend yourself. Let me sit there and convince everyone that you know, love, and even strangers about a lie about you, and not let you defend yourself. How does that sit with you? And I'm talking a major lie. I'm talking a lie that affects you, your family, your children, the people in your town. How does that sit with you? That sits okay? Of course it doesn't. And some of you are like, it still wouldn't bother me. I still wouldn't say nothing. Well, then you're different than me. And that's okay too. That's okay too. We can be different. But I'm not that bitch. I'm not the type of person. I'm not the type of person that's going to sit around and let somebody just lie and lie and lie and lie and lie and lie on my name. I worked really hard to get where I was. I worked really hard to be a great teacher. I don't know how many of you were in this live about 5 minutes ago where I had one of my babies that popped up. I treat my kids like they're gold. I love my students. I'm a great teacher. And I've had people come in this bitch and tell me that I'm a worthless teacher, lower than a damn dog. I will never not defend that. I've had kids tell me I've given them answers to the test and cheated and lied. And what people don't realize is that I've given them answers to the state test. Here in Louisiana, we don't test our own children. That's how you know certain people are lying, because they can't even get the lie straight. Ask any teacher from Louisiana, can you test your own children? Your own children, your own grade, your own subject area? No. It's illegal. They put you in a different room. Different grade level, different subject area, different everything. Different everything. Because they don't want you to cheat. Because Louisiana high stakes testing is the highest stakes testing, and they don't want you to cheat. Your whole livelihood depends on it. So for certain kids to come into certain lives and say, well, she used to give us the answers to the test, the state test, and she used to give us all the answers, and that's the only reason why her state test scores are so good. Well, that's just a bunch of horse shit, because I didn't even test them. I wasn't even in the same room as them. I didn't even test the same grade level as them. Another teacher did that. So, but these people just let lies go lies. So that's the first thing. Now, here's other things. So back to me being a bully. Okay? Back to me being, why was I a bully to so many companies in the craft world? Okay? Let's talk about one. I was a bully to one person. One. I will tell you. Sorry, Luke's trying to communicate with me about going to the club and the pool, and he's trying to tell me all these things. I was a bully to one person. absolute ruthless. Like, I wasn't giving up on that. And that was Tiffany Talks a Lot. Because her daughter, Sammy, asked for help in getting justice for herself. Because she was sexually assaulted by her mother. And so was her sister. And Tammy turned to the... And Sammy turned to the Tumblr community for help. And oddly, nobody helped her. Hey, baby, can I ask you a favor? Can you sit this live out? Can you come back another day? Because I'm talking about a lot of adult stuff. Can you come back tomorrow? Amelia? Yeah. Would you mind coming back tomorrow, my love? Because I'm talking about some kind of serious adult stuff. And then I'll even send you a message when I go live so that you can come back. Do you mind sitting out this one? Thank you, my baby. I appreciate you respecting me enough to sit out. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I'm going to give her some time to leave and get situated. So, let me find another color that I need. So I went for Tiffany Talks a Lot. Because nobody else in our community would. Or did. But I went for it. Son of a bitch. And I didn't stop until she was in jail. She's a really great kid. She's always very respectful. And I didn't stop until she was in jail. I didn't stop until she was off the internet and until she went to jail. I was relentless. Absolutely relentless. I think I went 9 days. 9. And why it worked, or why it actually happened, was because it was the truth. She got arrested. All those things that Sammy said were the truth. Tiffany's been off the internet. And we got justice for Sammy. I say we, it should have been me. I got justice for Sammy. Because no one in the Tumblr community wanted to take it on. Everybody was too scared, or they were friends with Tiffany. They didn't want to do anything about it, but we did. We got justice for Sammy. I don't know how many people remembered that, but it wasn't that fucking long ago, but regardless. That's really the only person that I bullied. And I'll admit it. She raped her children. And I don't care if it sets off a flag on here or not. She did. She raped her children. That was it. That's what I did. To get justice for them. Because they deserved it. Now, let's talk about other companies. let's talk about the Nolas. Now, since then, Rachel, Nola, and I, Rachel from the Nolas, we have made up. We have talked. We have actually had some great conversations. Okay, Rachel and I are good. But during the time of Rachel and I's falling out, okay, it was a fight. It was a girl fight that we put online because we were both catty and petty and fucking messy. That was it. I didn't bully her. She didn't bully me. We were both assholes. That was it. We basically had a friend fight online that people took sides on. She told her truth. I told my truth. People picked sides. That was it. I don't really consider the Nola fight a bully opportunity or a bully thing. We just had our fight publicly. That was it. We have since made up. We have since grown, the both of us. We have a mutual respect for each other, which is actually quite lovely. No, Rachel from Mr. Nola's Glitter. Rachel, I think it's Duggan or something. She's from Mr. Nola's Glitter. But we have a very good respect for each other now. All right. Next. Zero. And I mean absolute zero respect for Mr. Fancy Pants, which is Nicole Worley. I was friends with Nicole Worley, and she is just a jealous, bitter bitch. Unless everything goes her way. That was another one. We had a public fight. However, Nicole is a bully. She just does her shit behind closed doors. Unless she has all the friends or all the attention, she ain't having it. She's just a bitter, bitter person. She did a lot of things underhanded. She did a lot of things behind closed doors, behind people's backs. She most certainly is a bully. Now, let me tell you something. She can also be a great friend to the people she wants to be. And she can also be the most evil, conniving human being you've ever seen in your life. Way back when I showed those receipts, the people who chose to believe them believed them, and the people who didn't want to believe them didn't. But I showed receipts on that. She likes to play a lot of crybaby wolf, a lot of crybaby bullshit. It is what it is. I do not like Nicole. Now, let me tell you something about Mr. Fancy Pants Glitter. Do I think she's got great glitter? Absolutely. But I wouldn't buy product from a company whose owner is as nasty as she is. Who's as mean as she is. Who's as relentless as she is. And who talks to her husband the way that she does. I absolutely loved being friends with her husband. I think he is a great man. And I think a lot of some of his problems have to deal with her. It's my own personal opinion. I can have one. I do have one. And that is my opinion. I think a lot of his problems stem from her selfishness, stem from her just evilness. I think she was relentless about getting what she wanted and didn't really care about what he needed. That's just me. I think he would be a lot better off if maybe she wasn't quite so selfish. That's just me. Is it my business? No. Does that make me a bully? No. Makes me have a fucking opinion. Nikki is a very silent bully. She gets a lot of people to do her dirty work. A lot. She does a lot of shit in the shadows. A lot. I know this because I used to be friends with her. And a long time ago, I used to be in those shadows with her. And then I was not in the shadows with her. Then I was the one trying to stay out of the shadows. As far as her products go, she's got great products. You never know what somebody does behind closed doors. You just don't. You just don't. Now, Nikki and I were good friends. We were very good friends. Until Wendy came along. When Wendy and I got together, Nikki was relentless to X me out of the picture. Who was around during that era? Anybody? Anybody in here around during that era, during that time? Remember that time of life? Yeah, that's GST. People remember that time of life? Okay. And Wendy and I we had something. And that woman supposedly loved me. It was a rough time in my life. Rough. Very rough. And Wendy and I went away to Boston. And that didn't sit right with Nicole at all. Because what a lot of you didn't know, okay, a lot of you didn't know, is that we went away to Boston to go and meet up with a Micah affiliate who was Stardust Micah. And Nikki lost her shit. So she kind of filled Captain's head with a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of truth. And basically, saw to it and made sure that Wendy and I would no longer be friends. Captain came home early. Now I have pictures, videos, I have a police report. I have a lot of things that could back this up, so y'all can feel free to fuck around and find out with that. I never really spoke on it except for after, very directly after the fact of it happening. I went up there the weekend after, what was it, Labor Day weekend? Was it Labor Day? And Captain is Wendy's husband. Wendy and I went to Boston together on a trip. She and I. It was a first class amazing trip that Wendy and I went on. Just Wendy and I. When we got back, Captain got off the boat early. Came in town and invited me up to their house for the weekend, to which I went because I wanted to see Wendy again. It was only like the next weekend. And I went. That was the weekend that I set Captain on fire almost. Y'all remember? Good times. Good times. Anybody remember when I almost set him on fire? I mean, I set the cup on fire, but y'all remember when I almost set him on fire? That was so funny. I mean, a really genuine accident, but I'll never forget when that bitch lit up. We were all like, holy shit. We couldn't believe it. Anyway, I digress. The next day, so we had fun the first night. Everything's cool. We good. The next day, this man goes on a rampage. Starts kicking in doors. Kicking in 2 double-sided bathroom doors. Ranting and raving. Like, there's a lot of other shit that happens. Like, it was wild. Meanwhile, Wendy's telling me one thing. Wendy's telling him another thing. And all the while, I'm getting played for a very, very big fool. Like a big fool. Now I'm going to tell you something. I loved that woman. Like, I loved her. We didn't get matching tattoos. We did not get matching tattoos. I loved that woman. I believed her when she said she loved me. I believed her when she said she needed help to get away from Nikki and Captain. I believed her when she said she needed me and when she said she needed an outlet. I believed her. I believed everything she told me because I loved her. And when it came down to it, and when the metal met the road, man, she fucking lied like a snake. She gaslit me so bad. I mean, like, gaslit me so fucking bad. I turned so mean. Because I thought, I know what I fucking heard. I know I heard you tell me you love me on this thing. I know you said you were in love with me. I know you fucking said it. I would go back on lives and rewatch shit because I thought, I know I didn't mishear you. I know I didn't misunderstand what this was. Like, I know I'm not fucking crazy. I know what I fucking heard, bruh. I know what you fucking told me. I know what we fucking talked about. I know I'm not fucking crazy. I would go back and sit and watch lives for hours. This chick had me so fucked up in the head, gaslit. It was disgusting. I think that was the biggest gaslit turning point for me. Like, I think she's the one who fucked me up the worst as far as being gaslit. Her and Nikki. They man, they really fucked me up bad. So we had a group of friends. No, we didn't. There was a group of women who acted like my friends. Jessica, not Smellica, but Jessica, Sandra Vadke, who still sweats my nuts, Tammy, a couple of others, Hawaiian Kim, a couple of others. And I went to them because they knew the truth. They knew. I mean, they were on every live. They knew what she said. They were there on the phone calls. They saw text messages. Like, it wasn't like I was making this shit. And when the metal hit the road, boy, they chose the popular over the bull in the china shop. They chose the attention that Wendy was giving them and the free shit that Nikki was giving them and what would help further them as opposed to the truth. Now listen, I still have every Snapchat. Because when Wendy was on her way to the airport that day to go get Captain from the airport, she called me and begged me to wipe her Snapchat clean. Like, begged me. But also begged me to save it so that she wouldn't lose some of her conversations with me. And I was smart and I kept it. Also have some other things. So what's wild is why she would ever lie about it. And she did for a long time. She lied for a long time. But then she got Nikki, her little henchman, to do a little bit of bullying on me behind the scenes, hoping that I'd shut up about shit. And me, in true fashion, I don't work in the shadows. I work as loud as motherfucking can be. So that's why people think I'm a bully. Because I don't hide my crazy. I parade that shit around like it's Mardi Gras Day. And I told people what was going on. Well, they tried to hide and deny, hide and deny, hide and deny. I was honest. To the core. I told everybody what was going on. I said, this isn't right. They're lying to you. This is so fucked up. I couldn't believe my friends were doing the things that they were doing. They did it. They still doing it. Sandra Vadke still fucking comments about me. Fucking old ass pothead. She still fucking says, if somebody says, is this? And she'll say, who cares? But obviously you do because you're still in groups that deal with me. So clearly you do. You know? Oh my God. If you don't want me to tell the truth, I sold it. What's up to see you be better? I love you. And I love that you're a big old pothead. That could bother me less. I could care less about that. What I cared about was the fact that she just lied so badly. It's ridiculous. But regardless. So then Nikki sent all of her little henchmen. I'm only going to smile if you come see me. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Missy. So Nikki sent all her little henchmen. Did all her little dirty work. Nikki does a lot to people. If you really want to know, if you really want to know stories, you should go to, now I can't think of her name. It was right on the tip of my tongue. LD's girlfriend. The straight Republican girl. I said my memory's so terrible. What's that hoe's name? Help me out. Who's LD? What's that fucking girl's name? God, she was a cup maker. She wasn't gay. Then she was. Fuck. She lives in Texas. God, I could see her face. She's blonde. She's got big old teeth. She's got a grandbaby that's beautiful. What the fuck was that chick's name? Lulu. Yes. Thank you. If you really want to know how fucking devious Nikki is, fucking go talk to Lulu. Yes. Thank you. I couldn't think. I could not think of that chick's name to save my life. Yeah. If you can't, that poor baby could tell you some horror stories of how fucking terrible Like horror stories. And I'm not saying Lulu is the greatest person in the whole world. Please don't say that. Please don't think that. What I'm saying is Lulu went through her own fucking hell and spitfire and torture with Nikki. I think that's what really fucked Lulu up, to be honest with you. I think that Lulu was the same way as me. You know? Like, we were just fine minding our business. And then, you know, just takes one crazy. Just takes one. And I think that, you know, everybody, when, I don't know if I like that or not, but, when you come in and someone has done you wrong, I mean, really wrong, you only see that mad side of us. And when they keep doing it and no one is listening, that didn't really come out the way I wanted it, but that's okay. It's all right. Did I know Luna Lee? No, I don't know who that is. Unless she went by something else. And so it's very like saddening. She was a cup maker close to Wendy. I didn't know anybody was allowed to get close to Wendy. She's got such a whatever. And there were people that lied for her. And I thought, there's video, dude. Like, there's video of her saying she's in love with me. Of her saying it. There's video. Lots of it. And she just kept on lying. And I think that's what everybody's like, why do you keep going? Why do you keep going? Why do you keep going? Because people kept lying. Like, that's why I kept going. This did not come out the way I wanted. But it didn't come out bad either. Not the way I wanted, but didn't come out horrible. Let's see. I think I needed a lot more yellow. I didn't put enough yellow, but I'm not going to do it again either. So. I probably could, but I like it like this. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with it in a minute. I just got to find a shelf for it. Like a, I just got to find a little place for it on the shelf. So that's where I'm at, like, with, like, a lot of people are like, why don't you just, like, give it up or let it go or whatever? Because I didn't. Because the lie is important. The lie that people told was important. Like when Wendy said, I never said that I was in love with you. Bullshit. Or I never wanted to be with you like that. You sure? Because I'll blow that shit right out the water. Like, and then all of a sudden I became the bully because I wanted the truth out. All of a sudden I became the bully because I wanted you to tell the fucking truth. And so that's what made me the bully. And that's the truth. All of a sudden, people are like, oh, Joanne's a bully. She's doing this to me. She's doing that to me, because they didn't want you to listen to me because they knew I had the proof. They knew I had the proof. They knew I had the truth. They knew I could show you and prove them a liar. And they didn't like that. So either they lied about me, or they called me names, or they started a smear campaign against me. And that's the God's honest truth. So I'm taking accountability. Now, I want to talk about one situation listen, this one situation is burning my ass so bad. Like, I haven't had a situation burn my ass so bad, but this one has. Bad. And I'm trying to think about how to go about it. Because I don't know which way to say it. So, okay. Let me see if I can get a picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Because I'm sure y'all all know it, because she was on Bougie's Live and, whatever. But, hold on. Let me find. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to find what. I'm trying to find the one she did about me, so just give me a second. It would have been in 2025. I wonder if she tagged it. Hold on, I'm going to see if she tagged it with. I'm sure she did, because Lord knows she's got to get that. Hold on. I don't see it yet. I'm looking for it. Just give me. So did all the rumors and lie ruin your passion for your art? They didn't. It made a lot of things less fun because, got it. I found it. It made a lot of things less it always made my head on a swivel because you're always wondering who's going to come in here and say something stupid. Who's going to come in here and say something so hateful it takes your breath away. It did. As much as I hate to admit it, because I do, but at the same time, this is the accountability part of things. It did. It broke my spirit a lot. Sadly, it did. Yeah, baby. Okay, baby. I'm about to come outside and smoke. Let's go smoke, y'all. It did. You know, I knew that social media was not for the weak, but I also did not think it was designed to completely take people's life. Like, not like mentally. Like, it's designed to mentally take someone's life. And it's a very hard pill to swallow that, you know, the let me think of the right way to say, like, I'm trying to think of the right way to, like, explain. Like, I never thought in a million years that someone would ever in their life be so ridiculously mad at me over anything that they... Son of a bitch, I just broke my lighter. I do have a very supportive wife. My wife is wonderful. That they would go after my career, knowing that that's how I feed my family. That's where my health insurance comes from. That's how my son goes to school. Like, I gotta get a lighter. My lighter broke. Not ever knowing what kind of a teacher I am, how I teach, or anything like that. Especially with the shortage of teachers in New Orleans and the type of education that our students get, feeding off of, you know, a student who is saying a bunch of shit, not showing any proof, or just saying a bunch of lies and more defamation is really, really hard. I lost a job. I think y'all are going to be in the sun, and I'm not going to be able to see y'all. Let's see if we can go into the patio. So many mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. I did. They called. My job because of certain things that happened that I did. I lost the job. Actually, 2 of them because of them. I'm trying to get things reinstated. I just got all my certifications back. I'm trying to get things together. But, like, the issue is it's ridiculous that people... Hold on, I'm going to pull y'all close. Y'all might fall. Whoa. I mean, they will call my school and tell them just ridiculous things, and they'll keep calling. And the thing that is the issue is the nuisance. Like the nuisance that they keep calling my school, because of the things that they're seeing. They're relentless until, you know, they get their way. And their way is I end up losing my employment. Last November, I lost my employment and my health care and several other things that just because of something that happened. And, my family has suffered since then. It has. And it's been very, very difficult. Because of that, no one loses teaching certifications and licenses because, okay, well, you know what? Then you think what you want. You think what you want. You think what you want. Like, and listen, it doesn't matter what what's that? It doesn't matter what I say or what I do. They will always come for me in some aspects. Like, it doesn't matter. Because their hatred is so powerful, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't. It doesn't matter what I do, what I say, where I go, what I like. Listen, earlier today, one of my babies from way back when came in here. I loved that she came in. She is no longer my current student that I'm teaching. She is a former student, came in, showed me love. I showed her the same love back. She said the kindest, nicest things to me. And likewise to her. Okay? I would bet you good money that they will say, it's inappropriate. I shouldn't be talking to her. I'm a terrible person. What kind of teacher talk? There's tons of teachers who have their current students on their social media, which is not okay. I don't have any of my current students on my social media. None. So there's that. Like, it's just, I mean, if I say I'm sick, oh, no, she's not. If I say I'm not sick, oh, yes, she is. Like, it doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. Hold on. And that's okay. That's okay for you to love that. That's okay. But I'm going to ask, so here's my question. So here's my question for you. Okay? Cindy, then why are you here? Then why are you here? No, you see, so let me give you a for instance. Okay? We went through this before with someone else. And I'm going to leave it to you. I don't want my admins to block or anything like that. I just want you to listen, okay? Cindy, do you have a best friend? Okay. Can you tell me, would you mind telling me your best friend's name? If you don't want me to tell your best friend's name, we can use a pseudonym for something else. Okay. So, Kathy. All right. Did you know that Kathy had a drug problem? Now, that was back when she was prostituting herself. But did you know that she had a drug problem? Now, I don't know if everybody here is okay with Cindy. Hey, it's not your business. So you're okay with your friend having a drug problem. You're not going to intervene for your friend and maybe get her some help? So if your friend Kathy had a drug problem, you wouldn't intervene because it's not your business? Cindy. Cindy, listen. Okay, listen. Listen. Okay. Depends on if she's hiding it. So if I openly said I was a crackhead, you'd be okay with it? That's just good with you because I'm open about it? Cindy, you all right? So if Kathy and I were friends, me, you, and Kathy were friends, okay? And I was mean as fuck to Kathy. I hurt her. I hurt her children. I hurt her family. I did terrible things to her. You'd still be my friend? Even though I hurt your friend Kathy? You'd still be friends with me? I genuinely want to know that answer. If me, you, and Kathy were friends, and I hurt your friend Kathy, if I lied about her, if I hurt her family, if I hurt her children, if I hurt her finances, if I hurt her mental health, if I hurt her physical health, if I hurt her career, if I hurt her so badly and I was okay with that and thought it was fun and games, you'd be okay with still being my friend even though I hurt Kathy? Yes or no? You'd still be my friend? Just yes or no? Would you still be my friend? I'm not seeing her answers pop up. She can't answer. You would still be my friend? Dear Kathy, Cindy's friend, fucking run. Run, dude. Fucking run. Bruh, listen, let me say this to you. If my friend, bruh, you a shitty friend. You a shitty friend. I'm just gonna say it like it is. And that's why people don't like me. That's why people don't like me, because I tell it like it is. You a fucked up friend. If one of your friends hurt another one of your friends, and you still were friends with that, and you were okay with your good best friend, you try and keep an open mind and be friends separately, bruh, she hurt your best friend. Are you... No, bruh. No. Mm-mm. It is your business. That's supposed to be a friend. You're... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, girl. No. No, girl. Look at these comments. People either think you playing with me or you just crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. If you hurt my friend, I'm going to use Heggy. Heggy, you on here? Because I don't want to use you if you're not on here. Heg, you on? I'm going to use Heggy and Tracy Jane. Okay? Oh, Lisa Evans, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, I'm going to use Tracy Jane and another one of my admins that's on. Or another one of my friends that's on. All right, Allie. Here we go. Gracie. Any of these. Let me tell you something. Morgan, any of these. Let me tell you something. If Gracie said something side-eyed, cross-eyed about Tracy Jane, I don't give a fuck if Grace and I are like this. Bitch, you out. You ain't gonna be a dog to my friend. Because guess what? If you're a dog to my friend, bruh, you're gonna be a dog to me one day. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for everything. No way, homie. Mm-mm. Listen, bruh. If my friend, listen, I talk to Grace often, okay? Because Lord knows she's helping me through this hair crisis. I talk to Grace often. If Grace said one thing, I mean one thing side eye about, and they're both Canadian, so I'm picking the two Canadians, okay? If Grace said something cross-eyed about Tracy Jane, I'd kick that bitch to the curb so quick. You don't do that. So the fact that you say you love someone, I listen. You definitely. I'm gonna. Why she's not doing it to me? You're right. She's not. So I guess as long as you're good, you're. You know what? Let me tell this to you. I'm gonna say this. You a selfish motherfucker. You are so selfish. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get my reputation right now. That's a selfish fucking thing to say. That you wouldn't care that your friends were getting hurt as long as you not getting hurt? No. You see, you can go on the other side and love that person. I don't need that kind of love. You a selfish motherfucker and you a terrible friend. I don't want you as my friend or my follower. I don't need my admins to do it. I'm going to do this one all for myself. Have the day you deserve. I blocked her myself. I don't need friends like that. Because let me tell you something. My boy standing right here, and I'm going to say it in front of my boy. If you have two friends, and one of your friends is mean to the other friend, what do?
You tell them to stop being friends?
Listen to my 12-year-old. You tell that person about themselves and you stop being friends. That's right. Because you don't allow someone to be mean to another person. That's correct. Arrivederci, girl. I don't need you as a friend or a follower. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's right.
I love you, but getting mad.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Yeah. She's like, pet me. Love me.
I love you all day. I love you all the time.
Oh, I know what you need, my baby.
Then I'm just going out to see where you were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes. Now, so what happened inside? The car was moved and the crosses the clay crosses were all on the ground.
The crosses fell. Could you get them for me?
Oh, I already got them.
Oh, come here. Come right here. You get over here. You get over here right now. You get over here right now.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you, stink butt.
What did you want?
Nothing. I found it.
Okay.
I'm trying to,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get this puppy a bath.
She needs it.
You need a bath, girl? Don't worry, I'm gonna get your
He
ears.
is a good
Don't
boy.
worry. I'm gonna get her ears. I'm gonna get your ears. Make one nice and squeaky clean. Ready to be
I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to get a chair that's out of here. Because I think the mosquitoes are still just too bad under here.
Okay. I'm gonna put you in the shower. We need to clean her kennel first though.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get this out. Don't worry.
These things are the best things. These mosquito repellent insect things. From repelling mosquitoes. And they smell amazing. But let me just tell you. We have like giant giant mosquitoes. So here's the other thing though, like with that whole situation that just happened. So if you know that also, this is just in addition to, okay? If you also know that two friends don't get along, and you know that one friend has done unspeakable things to another friend, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like, you were just trying to be an asshole. Like, period. You just were. Like, so if anybody else wants to make that declaration, okay? If anybody else wants to make that declaration, if anybody follows anybody that is mean to me, unfollow me. Anybody that's mean to me. It could be the fucking Pope for all I care. If you follow someone that has been mean to me or is mean to me, unfollow me. There's a PSA. That's it. All right. So let's talk about the rest of accountability. So, about being a bully. So I'm sure everybody's gonna be like, you see, that's why you're a bully. 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 No, I'm not. I'm abrasive. Definitely abrasive. I'm honest, but I'm not a bully. I just tell you the truth. I just tell you how I feel. I have a right to set boundaries, and some people don't like those boundaries. They just fucking don't. Like, so you come in, you say something stupid knowing that it's going to hurt me. And then when you get exactly what you wanted, which was a fucking response, exactly the way you thought you were going to get it, then I'm a bully. Say it again. Like, no, that's not the way that happens. So, let's talk about the thing that chops my ass real quick. I want to talk about this girl right here. I want to talk about little Nicole. This girl. That's little Nicole. Little Nicole put on this video quite literally the most freeing thing I've ever done. Thank you, Bougie Panda, for letting me in your box and giving me the opportunity to speak my truth. To all those supporting me in there, I appreciate each and every one of you. I sure do love a baked potato. I'm going to show you the whole video, okay?
Everything that's heavy, I should get at the door. Kinda feel like I don't need it anymore. I got some bones and both skeletons. I left the old house at the dead end. I got baggage, but I'm moving. Everything that's heavy, I should get.
So those are all text messages or screenshots or whatever. Whatever. I objected. But I want to say something about that, and I have every right to. Little Nicole gave an account or gave a story about me. She gave one side that was very skewed on a narration. She didn't tell the part where she came to me begging and pleading me to go after Black Bear with a bunch of lies and a bunch of garbage that Black Bear did sexually inappropriate things to her. Came to me at my convention crying and begging and pleading me to go after them. Lee can vouch. A couple of other people can vouch for it. I have my own messages begging me, saying things that he did, that she did, begging me to come to her rescue. And regrettably, I believed her, and I did. I went to her rescue. She didn't tell people that I rescued her ass. Because she was my friend. Why did I get involved to begin with? Because she was my friend. She was a girl that I took under my wing, and we were actually really close friends. I shouldn't have maybe gotten involved, but she came to me looking for help. She knew that I was very aggressive and very abrasive, and that I would get an apology for her, and that's what she was looking for. The things she told me that Black Bear did was so scary as a woman who has been assaulted. And it was just like, oh my God, poor little Nicole. Like, the things she told us at convention was just awful. It was awful. And our hearts broke for her. Like, we were devastated for her. I went for Black Bear. And I regret every bit of it. He did admit some things, which is very sad. Some things were not correct. I have since apologized to them numerous times. In person, like face to face at your choice. I've apologized over the phone. Yeah, it was a glitter company. I've apologized face to face, over the phone, on a Zoom. Like, I've apologized to them many times. But little Nicole fails to say that part. What little Nicole wanted from her account with Bougie Panda was, I don't know, fame, 5 minutes or something. And that pissed me off so bad because I was fucking good to that girl. And I sat back and I was quiet the whole time that motherfucker talked. But she tried to ruin that man. And then she tried to ruin me all because she needs some attention. And I'm not okay with that. So I take full accountability for going after Black Bear. And again, I'm sorry for that. And Nicole, fuck you. For doing that to me. And doing that to him. You want to talk about baggage? That's baggage I needed to let go of. Big time. So Lee, I know you say it was a while ago, but that's been hurting me and hurting my heart, and that's really been bothering me. So that's where that comes from. She won't. I'm not here to make anybody else take accountability for anything but myself. You can't make someone else take accountability. You can't. You can't make anybody else take accountability. And I'm not here to make anybody else take accountability. I'm taking accountability for my actions. That's all. That's it. I'm taking accountability for my actions. That's it. Nothing else. And Nicole still wants to run with a little, oh, woe is me bullshit. Let her. I was good to that girl. I got receipts for days. I was good to her. Let her print out all these stupid things and throw them up in the air, but I was good to her. She doesn't tell everybody she came to me begging and pleading for me to go after her people because she can't fucking handle her own shit. So, there's that. I also want to talk about Phoenix. I did one wellness check on Phoenix. I did. Because I was worried that Phoenix was going to unalive herself because of the bullying. And I was very scared for her. Phoenix was a creator that, you know, she was so talented. I'm going to sing her praises a little bit because, man, Phoenix was super fucking talented. She made beautiful shit. But man, she had some demons like me. And she couldn't let shit go for nothing. Just like me. She couldn't. And when Phoenix had a grudge, you fucking knew it. Phoenix and I were a lot alike. The only thing really different is I didn't drink. I feel it. Okay. The second wellness check that everybody says, oh, Chauvin called fake wellness checks, blah, blah, blah. That was staged by her friends. The one circulating on a video, she staged that to get me in trouble and to hurt me. Anybody who is a law enforcement officer, a Leo, any EMS, first response, anyone can go back at that, look at that video, and see that those officers are not following proper protocol. Fake call or not, officers still have to follow protocol. If you called in a fake wellness check for me right now, those officers are still going to come in my home, all that stuff. The other thing is that they are never going to ever divulge the name of the person who called in a wellness check. That's illegal. It's fucking illegal. Whether or not you have a stalker or not, you would have to fill out a FOIA, get the information. Like, that is so fucking illegal. There are so many things that those officers did wrong or illegal if that was an actual stop. Also, if you look in the video, no units, meaning no actual police cars, are in the video. They parked down the street in their actual cars because they were all off duty because Phoenix used to be a cop and she called her friends when they got off of work to come and do a fake wellness check so she could record it on her ring so that she could put it online so that she could make people think that I called in a wellness check on her. And I didn't. I called in one about 2 weeks before that because she was getting bullied so bad and she was drunk that night. I really thought she was going to take her life. I don't apologize for it. I would do it again and again and again. Calling in an honest to God wellness check on somebody is not bullying or harassment or stalking. I was genuinely afraid for Phoenix. I was scared to death for her. She also had her little boy in the house, and I was genuinely afraid for her. I have no apologies for that night. But the one that's on the recording, anyone who is a Leo, who is a first responder, who has anything to do with wellness checks, go watch that video and you will see that is not a real wellness check at all. The conversation, the mannerisms, the units, the way the officer spoke to her, the information that they gave her, They're not. It's not a real wellness check. Please do your due diligence of real factual information. That's where I'm at with that. What else? I feel like those things were just weighing on me. Like, it was just weighing on me. You know? A lot. Like, man. I'm going through a lot of it with court. Like, I'm pulling a lot of things with court. And every time I see him, I get angry and think, it isn't even the fucking truth. And I ended up pulling FOIA from, and I have all the documentation that there was no call that was made that day. I have the call that I made when I called the first time, but no call was made to 911 that day. That Phoenix recorded the conversation. No 911 call. You can request them, by the way. They're public. So, just thought you'd like to know that. So, I feel so much better. I just do. I feel you. All right. What else? Anybody need question or clarity or anything like that? Ooh. I got it if you need it. I feel 1,000 times better. Today was a long day in front of a computer screen. I know it's been a long day, but man, it's just been a long day. You know? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. So there's a lot of you who are asking, I'll wait to talk about that, I guess. I got them from Lowe's. They came from Lowe's, and they're wonderful. They're called Mosquito Repellent Incense. 12 delightfully citrusy incense sticks, and they smell like lavender. They're wonderful. It's cedarwood, rosemary, peppermint, citronella, lemongrass, and lavender. I'll give you the SKU code so you can. Hold on, let me see if it'll like zoom out and zoom in the right way. They're wonderful. And they're long. They're like really long. And I light it for a little bit and then I put it out, light it for a little bit and put it out. They're wonderful. And they smell good. They don't smell like, ugh. But they keep the mosquitoes away. What does one tiny seed mean? So, the smallest seed is a mustard seed. And a mustard seed grows into a big giant tree. So, it just takes one little seed to grow into something huge. So, you just need the hope. You just need a little bit of hope. And it'll go into something big. So, in the Bible, that's what the story is that it just takes one little seed and you can have like big flourishing things. So you just need to have the hope of one tiny seed. You just need to have a little bit of hope. Just hold on with a little bit of hope. And it was actually the very first gift I gave my wife was a necklace with a mustard seed in it. Just takes one tiny seed, one little, it's a little baby seed. And it grows into this giant tree. Thank you for asking that. It's a great question. Me and Luke and Kat all have one tiny seeds. That was our first thing that was my first gift to her. Was a little necklace and a mustard seed in it, and I said I hope that we turn into something amazing. And 22 years later, here we are, going strong. $22 years, 2 kids, whole lot of nonsensical shit in between, but 22 years, Lord. That woman's got the patience of Job. She really does. Oh my God. Oh. Right? Listen. If you didn't know what love was, it's what that woman has for me. It is. You know, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. All right, bear with me. Y'all ready? Some of y'all not going to understand this, but bear with me. Yo, Jen. Ugh. The only way that you and Sam are going to make it, the only way, and I mean the only way, is if you truly, truly let that shit go. Like, truly let it go. Like, if you truly move fucking forward. But it's not you that's got to move forward as much as it's going to be Sam. And Sam, you truly got to forgive yourself. Like, not for just the cheating, but for the lying. You've got to learn to forgive yourself. You've truly got to learn to just forgive yourself. You fucked up. Big time. The cheating wasn't the worst part. The lying was the worst part. Forgive yourself for both. And be patient when she doesn't forgive right away. It takes time. It's not okay, I forgive. No, it's not. It's going to come up often. To forgive someone for cheating on you, it's going to take the rest of your relationship. To forgive yourself for cheating on your spouse, it's going to take the rest of your relationship. To forgive yourself for lying, it's going to take the rest of your relationship. It's going to take the rest of your marriage to grow from this. Are you willing to work on this for the rest of your marriage? And you say, no, it's not, because I already forgave her. Until one day she sees you look at a girl, and you might look at her just a little bit too long, and she might wonder, I wonder if she'd ever cheat on me with her too. Or if one day you say, oh, I dated her before you and I got together, and she wonders, did you sleep with her too? Or she's mad at you and she says a snide comment to you like, well, did you sleep with her before me too? Or it's going to be a rest of your marriage process. Put in the work. Because I'm telling you now, as much as your wife, Sam, talks about me and my wife and how horrible of a marriage we have, we're pretty fucking solid. We're pretty fucking amazing. As much as y'all want to dog out Kat and say, oh, Kat's so stupid for staying with you, and Kat lost this and Kat lost that, don't knock it until you're in the same boat and you ain't got a paddle to row in. Just putting it out there. So from one person in a rowboat to another person in the same fucking boat, it's going to take the rest of your marriage. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work on this. Because that trust is so important to rebuild. And you're going to have to rebuild it every day. In your phone. In your friend group. In your life. In your everything. At work. At home. You're going to have to rebuild it. But I'm going to tell you, and people aren't going to understand this, but y'all two really are a good couple. And you really are a strong couple. But there's going to be days where you wonder, is it really worth fighting for? Keep fighting for it. What you're going to have to remember is you're going to be fighting for yourself and fighting for each other. Because you're going to be fighting to forgive yourself. You're also going to be fighting, I'm talking to Sam right now. You're going to be fighting to forgive yourself. You're going to be fighting to forgive her. Because there's going to be times where she's going to say mean shit. And she's going to think that she's valid for saying it because she's mad at you. She has every right to be mad at you. She's got 10 years of you lying to her to be mad at you. That's okay. She can say mean shit. She can be mad at you. It's not going to be all kumbaya communication the whole time. There's going to be a time where she's going to get mad. Where it's going to be bottled up and she's going to be like, man, you know what? Fuck you. There's going to be a time where she's going to be like, you know what? I'm stable enough to leave and I'm going to leave. There's going to be a time where she feels like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. There's going to be a time where she gets embarrassed and she's like, you know what? You fucking cheated on me. Not just you cheated, but you lied to her. You took away her opportunity to make her decision whether or not she wanted to marry you or not. You took those chances away from her. Yeah, y'all communication has been so great based on a lie. That's got to be embarrassing as fuck. So give her the opportunity to be mad. Because right now she's going through I want it to work. I want to try. Let's go to counseling. Let's go to this. But in a minute, in a hot minute, and soon, later, whatever, she's going to get pissed off as fuck at you. And you're going to have to decide whether or not y'all are going to be able to take it. And 5 years from now, she's going to get mad. And 7 years from now, she's going to get mad. And 8 years from now, she's going to get mad. Maybe tomorrow, she's going to get mad. Don't give up on each other. Listen, marriage is worth it. Hard times happen. Shit happens. As much as I hate the ever-loving guts out of the both of you, I mean, like, hate you both. Both of you seem to love each other very much. Don't give up on each other. Don't. I'm very lucky to have my wife. And as much as y'all talk about her, and as much as y'all make fun of her, or say mean shit to her, or say mean shit about her and me, she's never walked. She's never left my side. She's never, ever, ever not loved me for me. That's a marriage. In good times. And in bad. And in really bad. Fight for your marriage, girl. Through the whole shit and caboodle of it. Don't let it go. That's the end of me being nice to you. Fuck both of y'all. That's what I have to say. But I'm very lucky to have the wife that I have. She does great things for me. She tolerates me. She loves me. She takes care of me. She makes me breakfast. She makes me soup at night. She lets me go off with my friends. She lets me... Listen, my wife lets me go off with people knowing that I've cheated. She lets me go and do things with people knowing that I've fucked up. My wife lets me live my best life. My wife is good to me. She is good to me. I know that y'all say a lot of mean shit about Kat, but listen, I'm very lucky to have that woman. So, I wonder if any of y'all could hold a stick to that woman. You can. You can. You can. Tomorrow she's gonna be old as fuck. What's up, cowboy dark guy? How you doing, my baby? I am. I hope you're doing well too. You coming in dropping lions or what? I mean, you dribble, you shoot. Look, I was hoping for the best, babe. Hoping for the best. Thank you for the hand art, though. I love your face. Thank you, though, my baby. I love you so much. I'm glad to see you. But tomorrow is Kat's birthday. She's gonna be old as fuck. Old. Let me tell you. Let me show you. First of all, let me show you my wife. For those of you who've never seen her, I'm gonna show you a picture of her. Recent, like last week, picture of her. Okay. And then I want you to guess how old you think she's gonna be. If you know how old she's gonna be, don't say. But I want you to guess how old you think she's gonna be. First of all, she's hot as shit. All right, that's my wife. Hey, Frida girl. All right, how old do you think she's gonna be? Hey, pulling a China shop. What you doing, girl? You smelling good? All right, like for real, how old do you think she's gonna be? All right, some people say 50, 43, 37, 59, 48. 47, 47, 50, 60, 46, 56, 'She is going to be 59 years old. 59. With her old ass self. 59. And she looks fine as fuck. She's going to be 59. She was born in 67. Doesn't she look great? Look. $59. Tomorrow. I'll look older than she does. She'll be 59 years old tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's fun, Tracy. I'm 47. I'll be 48 in November. We're 11 years apart. So we're 11 years apart. So she's going to be in her 60s, and I'm still going to be in my 40s. We joke about that all the time. Oh, I'm November 29th. Yeah, we're 11 years apart. She's 11 years older. I've always dated older than me except for twice in my life. Twice I dated younger than me. And I'm friends with all of my exes except for one. Thank you, Lord. Because that one, that was a doozy. I'll think never talking to that one again. Ever in my life. Right? Amen, amen. Praise the thunder down under for that. Because, oof, Lord. I do. I talk to all of my exes. Oh, and can I show y'all this? Let me show you this from vacation. This was in the first class of kids I ever taught. I ran into him in the elevator. One of my students, first student I ever taught. I was so excited. So excited. Oh. All right, we're going to have ice cream and cake and eat because I haven't eaten in dinner. And I'll come on later on tonight. All right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye. Oh, I'll probably be on my main, piecing my life back together. All right, bye.